Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a New Year's Eve makeup look. I'm using all makeup that is pretty readily available at the Dollar Tree. I have already done a Christmas inspired makeup look and I've already done a holiday makeup look that could be either Christmas or New Year's. And so I wanted to do one kind of specifically for New Year's. So I thought this would be fun. Of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel. What I mean by that is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other makeup channels do. I just like to keep it in the bargain price point, so the closer to $1, the better. So if it sounds like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. And I've got my Christmas tree up behind me. I did video my decorating it, so I will link that down below if you missed that. So yeah, it'll be in my next few videos, and so I'm really happy to have finally gotten that done. I wish I could have done it sooner, but I just couldn't. But better a little bit late than never. So as always, I'll have related content linked down below in the description box. That way, if you enjoy this video, you can watch more content like this. And without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So 2 readily available products that I'm going to be using to do my eyebrows today. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen these a multitude of times. But I'm going to be using the LA Colors Brow Pencil in dark brown. This is the one with the spoolie. Dollar Tree has a lot of fabulous eyebrow products, in my opinion. And then I'm going to be using the LA Colors Conceal and Correct to just kind of clean them up. I will be using the peach one to cover up like my under eye circles and stuff like that. That one's also very readily available at the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to go in with my brows. This is probably my favorite brow product from the Dollar Tree. These have been around forever. IONI, of course, makes really great brow products as well. I tend to favor LA Colors over IONI though, just a little bit. So after the holidays, my first video that I will probably film will be a chatty get ready with me, just kind of catching you guys up on the last month or so. As I sit here filming this, it's actually Christmas Eve, and it's gonna be kind of a busy week, so I have an upload going up tonight. Of course, by the time you see this video, it will have already gone up, and then I'm filming this video and one more after this, so it might be kind of a thinner week than normal, but then I am off from work a week from Tuesday. Week from tomorrow is my last day with work for a little while, and so I plan on doing 5 to 6 uploads a week. Brush those out just a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with that concealer. I'm going to just take a little flat brush. This one here is from Sassy Chic. It's labeled as an eyeshadow brush, but I like to use it for my concealer to clean up my brows. So yeah, I will be filming a chatty get ready with me when I come back from the holidays and stuff. Just kind of updating you on life. Now I'm gonna just kind of blur that out. I know it looks a little crazy at the moment, but it's not. And this, of course, this is like probably an unnecessary step for a lot of you. A lot of you probably don't mess with doing this. It's just something I like to do. There we go. Just gives my brows some really nice definition. So I put on some LA Colors eye primer. This is not readily available at Dollar Tree, but you just use whatever you have. Shop Miss A makes a really nice shadow primer that you should be able to find pretty easily on their website. So for eyeshadow, I'm gonna be doing, I don't know, kind of a smoky, shimmery eye, I guess you could say. And I'm going to be using 2 readily available products from the Dollar Tree. One is the LA Colors 6-pan palette in Haute, and the other is their trio in Lily. It's just this kind of smoky little trio. So I'm just going to lay this shade right here all over my lid as a base. This will allow my shadows to smooth over really nice. So this, by the time this video goes out, it'll be after Christmas. And so how was everybody's Christmas? I can't tell you how mine was because it hasn't happened yet, but I will definitely in my chatty get ready with me, but definitely share how yours was. I'm just gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna go into that next shade right there. Actually, I might go into the one next to it right there. And we're just gonna start building this look up. I'm gonna build it up with browns, and then I'm gonna use some of the dark, the charcoal shade. Then I'm gonna use the shimmer in the middle bottom there, and we're gonna just get this really pretty look for New Year's. So speaking of New Year's, this will be my first year in 3 years that I will be home and not in Las Vegas for New Year's Eve. The last 3 years I've gone with the people that I work for here in town. We've gone to Las Vegas. They've got some connections out there, and we've done like holiday parties and New Year's Eve shows and different things like that. And this is the first year I'm not going. It just got to be a lot, and my husband really kind of missed me being home. And then it ended up being a good choice because my brother passed away on Thanksgiving, And so it just ended up being a good choice for me to be home. It all worked out as it should have. So now I'm going to go into the Hot palette again and go into this deeper brown shade right here. We're just going to build this up. So what is everybody planning to do for New Year's? Or New Year's Eve, rather. That's my last show of the year. So I'll be doing that, and I will be home by midnight, luckily. And I don't plan on doing anything other than going to work that night, doing my last show, and coming home. So that's starting to deepen up real nice. I really like putting brown under like black because I feel like it just kind of richens it up a little bit. I'm actually going to put a little bit more of that shade kind of in more on my lid right here too. Bring it in a little bit further. So all of my brushes have been damp so far with these matte shades because I'm lazy and after I make videos, I don't clean them, so I clean them before I put it on. So if you're having any problems with these eyeshadows, they're not the best quality in the world, but they'll get the job done, obviously, as you can see. Just dampen your brushes a little bit with a little bit of setting spray. And it helps the color like be way more pigmented, I promise. Even, I know we do that for shimmers, but you can do that for mattes as well. So I'm gonna go into this dark, like charcoal shade right here. And I'm taking like a more finely packed brush. I'm gonna try not to make a huge mess. And I'm gonna just really add this dark color, mainly to my lid and the outer part here, and just really blend it up into the crease. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a mess no matter what. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna blend it out with the brush that I just previously used for the other shade. Just really blend and blend and blend. For me, makeup looks do not really come together like eyeshadow until I add like lashes and liner. It all, like at this point, it always looks like a hot mess to me. And I guess to a degree it is. I'm gonna go in a little further on this eye right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna add something shimmery and fun. So we're gonna go back into the LA Colors Hot palette, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. So I'm gonna take like a flat brush like this, and I'm gonna go into that shade, and then I'm gonna spray my brush with setting spray. I'm gonna really pack it on there. And I'm gonna start kind of in the middle and work my way in. This is kind of a nice shimmery taupe shade. Around my eyes is a mess right now. I spent a couple nights not really sleeping great, and last night I slept really well, but my body didn't, the rest of my body didn't tell my eyes. So I just feel like my eyes look really rough. There we go, that's really nice. So that's what I'm gonna do so far. I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of that dark charcoal shade. I'm gonna take a brush kind of like this right here. I'm just gonna tap it off. I'm gonna put that brush into the shadow and just tap it off. And I'm just gonna use that to blend this line just a tad. So I'm gonna pause on the eyeshadow for right now. You know how we do if you've been with me for a while. I'm gonna add lashes, liner. We're gonna do the rest of the face, and then we'll come back and add some fun finishing touches. Okay, so I just added a coat of mascara. I just used the IONI Lengthening with Fibers. To me, it's the best mascara at the Dollar Tree currently. May not be the most readily available, but it's the best. But I'm gonna be putting on fake lashes anyway. So I find these to be pretty readily available at my Dollar Tree as far as lashes go. They're the LA Colors Dramatalash. They even have the, I do see the old ones as well that come in the vertical packaging. I like those as well. So I like a dramatic style. You just choose what you like, natural or dramatic. LA Colors sells a couple different lash glues. They have the LA Colors one that looks like this, comes in a 2-pack, either white or black. Again, pretty readily available, or IONI makes one as well. These are the style Daydreamer. I've used these in like a couple of my last videos here. Yeah, if you cannot find IONI lashes at your Dollar Tree, but you can find these LA Color ones, do not be disappointed. I actually prefer them. Just talking to you while I'm putting the glue on my lashes. We're gonna have to let this get tacky, so we'll end up moving on to liquid liner and possibly even foundation while we wait for the glue to get tacky. And again, I say this in every single video where I do makeup. I will put my beginner-friendly lash tutorial down below in the description box. That way, if you're new, you can really see how I put on my lashes. I have 2 different methods, and it's more in depth than what you'll see today. So again, pretty readily available at my Dollar Tree, the LA Colors Eye Marker. This, of course, is in black, and it's not a terrible liquid liner pen. I also, of course, really, really like the IONI Lash Glue Liner in 1. It skips the step of course, having to do glue, and I show you how to use that and some tips and tricks with that as well in that tutorial. So while I'm going to still continue to wait for my lashes to be ready. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Candy Moyo BB cream. This is in medium. Again, very readily available at my Dollar Tree. If you can't find it, you can always use the LA Colors liquid makeup. I don't like it as much, but it'll, you know, it'll get the job done. But this here is my absolutely favorite. I like their moisturizing foundation as well. If you're new to my channel, I feel like it's the same. Comes in light, medium, dark, just like the BB cream. I tend to see the BB cream more often, I feel, though. I feel like this has actually like really good coverage and really nice finish. Okay, my lashes are I still want my glue to get a little bit more tacky. So I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes. I'm gonna use the LA Colors Conceal and Correct in Peach. Again, very readily available at Dollar Tree. And I feel like it's a great way to cover up dark circles. As far as LA Colors concealers at the Dollar Tree, I think these are the best. They're so far superior to their like regular concealer that they have, I feel. And I really like the peach and the yellow. We're gonna be using the highlighter as well. It's the Conceal and Correct line, but it's just the white like pearl highlighter. See, that really does a very, very nice job. So before I set it down with powder, my lashes are ready, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick these on. So I recently, y'all, okay, I've had a person or two comment how I put my lashes on weird. And the last time it happened, I guess it was the same person. I went ahead and pinned the comment. And basically what I told her was that, you know, this works for me the way I put my lashes on, and I encourage, you know, I can teach tips and tricks and ways to put your lashes on, but ultimately, like, you gotta do like what's good for you, like what works for you. And at the end of the day, if you get your lashes on, you get them on, you know, doesn't really matter. You can find your own way of doing it, you know. Thank you to the Dollar Divas that came to my rescue. I appreciate it a lot. I think one of you said it's weird to see someone being negative here because this is not like a negative community. Like, this is not a negative community that I have here. I get so much positivity on my channel for the last over 5 years. Way more than I thought. I thought, you know, I never expected it would be that way. But it's been a very positive experience. I also like to push up, like under them, because I like them to be a little bit like that. I don't like them to hang, you know what I mean? That's just my personal preference. And like I tell you, they are never going to be perfectly even. You can only do the best you can. Because your eyes, most people's eyes and faces aren't even, you know what I mean? So I'm going to add more to the eyes, like some, you know, liner in my waterline to help kind of blur the line. Of course, we're going to add more details, but I am going to move on to my face powder to set my makeup down. So I'm just using, again, very readily available, the LA Colors pressed powder in Nude. If you've been with me, you see me use this all the time, and it's still like my favorite pressed powder from the Dollar Tree. There's some other really nice ones, like from Be Pure, and IONI makes it mattifying, but you'll hear me say it again and again. This one here is, if I had to just keep one, I would probably just keep this one. So I'm gonna kind of do my T-zone under my eyes, and then I'm gonna use a brush to just lightly set everything else. Okay, so now we're gonna add blush, bronzer, and highlighter. Of course, as far as readily available, LA Colors is always gonna have your back. I'm gonna be using the matte bronzer today in Bronzed Beauty, but you can also use those little singles. They look like CoverGirl singles. You can also use those. Those are really nice bronzers as well. So I'm gonna add a little bit of a glow. Totally got makeup on my earrings. Y'all, I'm so messy. Why is it this way? Okay, so there we go, nice glow. And for blush, I'm gonna be using one of the LA Colors blush singles. This is, I think, a new shade of theirs. It's in their kind of their new color packaging. This is Peony Perfect, and I thought this would be a nice, just a nice pop of color. Again, love these blushes from LA Colors. I've got several of the ones that were in the older packaging, the white, and I love them and use them all the time. You know, they've got 7 or 8 shades, and they just go on so beautiful. Look at that. I mean, this is a like high end, y'all. So just a nice pop of color. So I told you we're gonna be using another LA Colors Conceal and Correct product. This is the highlighter. It's just this like pearlescent highlighter. And it looks like they're concealers. So I'm just gonna take some of this and put it on the back of my hand. This is the best way to apply like liquid and cream and stick products. Just put some on the back of your hand. Taking a stippling brush. It's from e.l.f. I found this at the Dollar Tree, but e.l.f. makes a lot of nice inexpensive brushes. I'm just gonna blot it, and then I'm just gonna go on in for some nice shimmer. So this is a very readily available highlighter at Dollar Tree, and it's really nice. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is I think that's pretty legitimate. There we go. So good so far. So now we're going to come back to the eyes, and I'm going to line. This, again, is not the best liner, but it is one of the more readily available ones. It's the LA Colors Auto Liner, and this one here is almost done. I've got 2 of them, and I'm almost done with this one. I like to warm it up just a little bit on the back of my hand. Like I said, is this the best eyeliner in the world? No, not the best, but like I said, I'm always able to get the job done. Of course, if you have something that you like, or something that some people just have a hard time getting, you know, liner to stay in their waterline, use something that you like. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to show you options, you know. I'm fairly lucky. I don't really have particularly oily eyelids, so my shadow tends to stay on like really very good on its own. But some people I know get the creasing, you know. That doesn't tend to happen to me, but everyone's a little bit different because of, you know, the makeup of your you know, your skin and stuff, you know. So now I want a little bit of sparkle. It is New Year's Eve after all. So now, not the most readily available, but I've been able to always find like either the purple cap or the ones from the eye and lip bar, the LA Colors Liquid Shadow. Of course, they've got like the old school ones that you can get that you see with the black caps. And the silver one would work great, or even the one that's kind of coppery might look really nice as well. This one here is like a pearl. Champagne Bubble is the shade. And I'm just gonna go in with like a little tapered brush. You could even use a glitter liner if you have one, or even some like a silver loose glitter with a glitter primer would be beautiful for the inner corner. You could even put it up on the lid a little bit. I'm gonna drag this up just a tad, just because you know how I like to do. I like to brighten up like that whole inner eye area. And there we go. I think that's very sparkly. That shimmer shadow is just so good in that palette. The eyeshadow palette's just performed wonderfully, I feel. I think before we're done with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of that dark shade right there. And I'm going to really tap off my brush so I don't make a mess. And I just really want to go up into that wing just a bit and blend that wing a little bit. The wing went a little further than my shadow did. There we go. Now I feel like it's much more complete. I'm just going to take one of those first brushes that I used with the brown and just really blend. See, there we go. Very, very nice. This came out exactly the way I thought it would, this eye makeup look. And I don't think I'm going to do anything under the brow bone, or yes, I might, actually. Nothing too crazy, though. I'm just going to take a little bit of this pearlescent shade, just a tiny little bit, and I'm just going to really very lightly pop it under my brow bone. And then I'm going to blend it out with a clean finger. I don't want anything super duper crazy. I just want a little bit of a brightening pearlescent effect. There we go. Then I'm gonna comb through my brow. And there we go. That is just enough, I feel. Now, since this is a pretty dramatic eye, I'm gonna keep it simple with the lips. So I'm just gonna add some IONI lip liner. This is a Mombasa Spice. And I'm gonna be adding the Be Pure Lip Jelly. This is in their more muted shade. They have one that's a little bit more, like a little bit more pink. This one's a little bit more muted, I believe. Of course, the shade names are sometimes not on their packaging. So I want this to be a nice, glossy, full lip, but nothing too crazy. I'm going to go in with that lip jelly. This lip gloss tastes like Werther's Original. So here you go, just a nice bargain budget New Year's Eve makeup look using products that are pretty readily available at most Dollar Trees. That way you can easily recreate it with stuff you either already have or stuff that you can find at Dollar Tree. So this came out exactly as I wanted it to, and I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, make sure you hit that like button. Definitely let me know down in the comments how your Christmas was and what you plan on doing for New Year's. You know I love talking to you all. Again, I'll have similar content as well as any video I mentioned in the description box. Definitely go check it out and give my other videos a binge watch. That helps me out so very much. Have a happy and safe New Year's, and I will see you next time.